This SSD TV production is brought to you by Relinquish. Life is meant to be lived and to be lived freely. Relinquish supports, reminds, encourages, and inspires humans to be their dope selves in every space they occupy, because the world needs you, all of you. Check out the Relinquish brand and apparel at relinquishlife.com and follow us on social media at The Relinquish Life. Also use promo code SSDTV and receive 15% off on your purchase.
It's a lot. I got fish scale, my bitch, she got pink nails. I'm gon' fuck her on the sink. My OG say give him hell. Seen that Glocky tuck his tail. It can't stop too many shells. Stack that paper to the top. Brand new pack, this shit so hot. She say, what you spend, baby? I don't know, but it's a lot. What you make on the interstate?
Welcome to another episode of Opinionated Facts. I'm your host, Drizzle. Today we got two special guests in the building, Savon and Robbie, the founders of Black Business Boxes. How are y'all brothers doing today?
Peachy. Good. Thank you, brother. Thanks for having us.
No problem. So, talk a little bit about what it is y'all do and how it came about.
You? Me? I'll start. So basically how it came about, we were sitting on the couch. This was right at the start of quarantine, and just, you know, if you're familiar with what's going on with Louisville with Breonna Taylor, the protesting and everything. So we were sitting there and we were wondering, what, as like a community or a city, what can we do that's positive that will kind of maybe shed a better light on the city and maybe bring people together. So we kind of started brainstorming, and it led us to economic empowerment. And that's kind of how we got on this spiel with Black Business Boxes.
So for those that aren't aware of what's going on in Louisville, it's a lot of injustice, protesting for over 100 days now for Breonna Taylor, who was murdered in her sleep in her house by LMPD. And it's just been, the National Guard was in, like I said, protest for over 100 days. And we see that we're protesting, we see that our parents protested, we see that our grandparents protested. And we all still here protesting for the same thing. We're still marching the same streets. So, there has to be an answer outside of that. And like Robbie said, we decided that, economic empowerment, supporting Black businesses, supporting our own communities is the only way to do that. So like you said, that led us to Black Business Boxes and led us to being here with you.
All right, cool. So what exactly do y'all do at Black Business Boxes?
So Black Business Boxes is a marketing firm. We're disguised like a retail box, like a subscription box. But the idea is we want to get as many products from as many Black-owned businesses into the hands of as many people as possible. The example I use is I go to grocery stores and I use a brand of deodorant that's available in most places that you go to buy deodorant. It's not owned by a Black person. It's not a Black-owned business. And I'm sitting here telling you guys to support Black-owned businesses, but why do I have the disconnect to where I just keep going to the store and buying that same product? It's because it's convenient. It's there, it's everywhere. If I don't go to this store, I can go to this store, I can go to the gas station almost and still buy that same deodorant. So I don't ever have to think about breaking the cycle, even if I want to. Because at the end of the day, let's say I do, run out of deodorant on Sunday. I want to support a Black-owned business. I got to research it. I got to find it, see if it has a good product, which we're already kind of skeptical about supporting each other in the first place, which is another mind block right there. And then order it and wait, stink until when, you know what I'm saying, for the deodorant to get to me. Or I just go to the store, pick up what I get every time, 5 minutes, and I smell good and I don't got to worry about it. So it's like a cycle that we have to break in just our daily routine and our minds to support ourselves. So we figure, we take out all the steps. We take out that research. We take out that you having to go find it. We take out that inconvenience, because now we're just presenting you a box that has these items in it. Just as convenient as it gets. All you have to do is spend this $35. You supported 3, 4, 5 different Black-owned businesses with one purchase. And inside the box, we have business cards and promotional items and codes, whatnot, to kind of break that cycle. So you get the product, you like it, you know exactly where to go, you know their social media, you know their website, and maybe you'll even get like a little discount code for supporting Black Business Boxes, then going and getting the product again and breaking that chain of you going to the grocery store and supporting somebody that doesn't really support our community, rather than you giving it right back to somebody that looks like you and it's circling right back. So what led us here is, I don't know if y'all know, Black people spend 1.2 trillion a year.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
On the books.
It's a lot.
That's just on the books.
That's just on the books. That's taxable 1.2, you know what I'm saying? So we spend $1.3 billion on like soap and like just like hygiene. And like there's actually studies that show like that's so disproportionate to like how our statistics of, you know, how many Black people are in America versus how much of the money that's spent on that specific, you know, bath and hygiene is like so much more. It's just disproportionate how much money we spend in these areas. But are there any, you know, Black owned $1 million soaps, $1 billion, you know, these brands like that? We
don't show for it.
We don't have anything to really show for it because we're constantly giving the dollar away. It stays in our community for 6 hours, and it's compared to days in other people's communities. So what does it look like if it's just for 12? Or like, what if we get it to at 24 hours? Our dollar does not touch somebody else's hand for a whole day. What does that look like for us? You know, we're at 6, and it's not good, but it could be worse. What if we get to 12? Just taking small strategic steps to get us to that point.
Okay. So, like, how did you all come up with this idea? Because the idea is unique. I don't think anybody, at least in the Louisville area, is doing something like this, like a mystery box. You know, I know some people do certain things with their brands where it's just like, hey, if you buy this box for umpteen amount of money, it'll come with our shirt, a lighter, a coffee mug, and, you know, a lanyard or something. You know what I'm saying? But it would be just for that that product, you know. But for you all, what you all are doing, you're grabbing different products and putting them in a box together, bringing awareness. Where'd you all get that from? Is that something you just thought of, or was that something where you kind of got an influence from somewhere else?
We have been modeling kind of after a lot of
Other subscription
based entities.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
So
yeah, basically in looking at their business model and seeing like how they became successful, you can kind of see how it kind of is the same. You just can flip it and apply it to something else.
There's one of the subscription services that has 3 million subscribers a month. So 3 million people get something from this one company every month. And this company gets their stuff from all these smaller companies. So it's like, when you think about that and think about where as Black people, like we are in the economy, like we're kind of just like entertainment or like service. Like we're gonna, you know, we can cook, we can clean, we can do all that. We can be your janitors. We can play basketball and football, but our businesses are kind of in one, not specific, but kind of like the smaller business stage of, you know, stuff you can do in your house. You know, whether that's making t-shirts, making soaps, candles, and that stuff, like we said, $1.3 billion a year goes to buying bathroom and hygiene products. So that's not a bad industry to be in. But it's like we're not able to even capitalize off of that industry to where we can move into the next one. Because like Kodak, the film, that's film, but they just started pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, didn't make sense.
Doesn't.
Yeah.
But they just can, because they did film. All right, we did it. What can we do now? We got money. You're still buying these Kodak film canisters or whatever you're doing. Let's go somewhere else. You can actually expand and start doing more and more and like take ownership and have leverage with things when you take what you have and just make it work. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. Like, back to the question. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
We're not the first ones doing this. There's other people that's even trying to do The black owned kind of services like us, and everybody should be doing that. There should be one of these in every community where there's black people, for real. If you can just, if you buy your soap, there's 100 people in town and everybody gets their soap from you. You might be able to live off that.
Yeah.
Every month? What, twice a week you need soap?
Soap man.
You know what I'm saying? You're the soap man.
Yeah.
But like, we don't even think about it like that because we're so focused on the world is at our hands now, you know. We're out on social media, we can be everywhere, but we're not even focusing on what's really right here, right in front of us, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we just really want this to grow, and it's not really local because right now, or in our first box, we had products from Oregon, products from Louisville. We have people in Nashville that are reaching out to us. But this could be local. It's really just about supporting the people that are around you and just not giving your dollar to somebody that doesn't care about you is the goal.
That's what it comes down to.
No, I think that's dope that already you all have branched out outside of just Louisville. I feel like a lot of times when you're starting out, a lot of people have the idea like, okay, let me conquer where I'm at first. You know what I'm saying? Let me stay here where I'm at first just because I know people, I know the ins and out, and I'm here. It's easier to do actual business when you're physically
Present.
when you're physically there versus you trying to do business in a whole nother state, whole nother city. But the fact that you all only done you said 2 boxes already?
We done one box. Our August box sold out in like less than a week.
It's like 4 days.
4 days sold out. Had people from Oregon, products from Oregon in the box. Our next box, we're in contact with getting people in Oregon again, a different company based in Oregon, Nashville. So really, we want products from everywhere. We should also be supporting everybody everywhere because you don't think about where your toothpaste comes from when you buy it. It really doesn't matter. But if we can find someone that's in your community that might make it mean a little bit more to you, you might want to support that person more. And if there's a toothpaste person in every community, then boom. Where y'all going to get y'all's toothpaste next time y'all need it?
Might as well stay right in your community.
You might as well go to the toothpaste man or the soap man or whoever, the candle man, you know what I'm saying?
And not to mention, like, just going off of that, say that we get 200 people to invest into the soap man or the toothpaste man. Now he can quit his job and start an actual full-on business and hire more people, which in turn gets other black people jobs and places of employment to where they don't have to really change too much about themselves, like their haircut or what they dress, if they have to wear a suit every day.
Deal with microaggressions and
just
stuff
anything
like that.
Like, it's, I don't know, I just see it as, it's bigger than just like, all right, we need $35 from you for a box. It's like, no, this is literally going to shape the future.
Yeah. We're trying to change history and make the future. And our mission statement is building a black economy. So.
Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense.
That's us.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's good. No, that's definitely real good. When I first seen it, I was like, oh, what is this? You know, it's just, they just selling products out of a box. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know exactly what it was. And the fact that you all just started and there's already how do you say, I don't want to say like a demand, but there's already interest from various areas where people are, oh, okay, now this is something I could be a part of, because there are people who have products for sale and they're just getting started, or they might be struggling to get the word out, because it's hard to do something and then sell it. So like, you might be good at making the product, you might be good, like the product might be quality, but you're just not good at selling it. I don't know how to present it to people to make people want to say, I want to buy it, you know. Yeah. And you all are pretty much offering that service. Like, look, people are gonna see our brand. They're gonna understand that this is a quality brand. That the products in this box are quality. So it's gonna sell itself.
Yes.
People get introduced to the product. Oh, I like this deodorant. This guy lives in Wisconsin. I like this deodorant. Let me go look him up. They go find him. They start buying their deodorant from the Wisconsin dude.
Wow.
3 months later,
Yeah.
and now you don't even have to order it. It's in your local store.
And it makes it easier for
Exactly.
the person who makes the product, because now it's like I don't have to sell anybody on my product across the country. I can focus on the people in my community and sell to them, but I don't know that guy in Tennessee, or I don't know that dude in New York. He got introduced because of you all, and I think that's a great service, because like you said, it's marketing, but it's also a service to people who aren't also like very good at selling their stuff, selling their products.
It's like the New York Times bestsellers.
Yeah.
It's not the New York Times best book written of the year. It's like the one that sold the most doesn't mean it's the best.
Yeah.
You could like it, you could not. But
Exactly.
I mean, if our name's stamped on it, you're gonna read it, because
That's a fact.
Right.
So,
that stamp. Yeah.
And we had a conversation today, and it's like, if you spent $5,000, $10,000 on a billboard, how can you correlate like, oh, this
You have no metric
billboard made me, this many people saw this billboard.
10,000 people drove past this billboard, and 50% of them that drove past my store and also decided to stop by.
Yeah.
You have zero way of creating any sort of metric with your sale there. There's nothing you can show for that. So with this, it's like, all right, we have 10,000 people that get these boxes. Make 10,000 of your product. It goes to 10,000 people, period. Like, you get a legitimate metric off of the back end of that.
Yeah.
Like, from 10,000 people, this is how many people return to buy more. That's a
That's
direct correlation to your
analytics.
Yeah.
People
Data.
love,
Data.
people love numbers.
Love data. That's what we are finding out. They
Yeah, people,
love data.
but that's good though, because like you said, you can see how much, like people, how many new, I guess I don't want to say subscribers, but how many new customers I have based off of the box that I had my product in last month. So
All vendors, all people out there with a small business,
Please.
big business, black. It has to be black owned though. But black is a category, you know. You black, you black.
Yeah.
We ain't asking no questions. You black. But reach out to us. Follow us on Instagram at Black Business Boxes. Send us an email. It's info@blackbusinessboxes.com. Because we want to highlight as many brands as we can. We want to have your stuff in our box. We want your business to grow.
Yes.
We want you to sell more stuff than you ever sold. We want you to get into stores.
We want you to quit your job.
We want you to quit your job.
We want you to quit your job.
That's it. I want you to quit your job.
And yes, I'm looking in the camera. We want you to quit your job.
You don't have to change yourself or do anything that you don't want to do to make money and survive. That's almost against God. That's selling your soul. And we don't want to have to do that, but we have to live. So we want to get our people out of that system and make you take yourself seriously, because you can do it. You can do it. You just got to do it.
So are you all just more so focused on products, or is it like clothes, or what is not acceptable for the box and what is?
Products, period. Anything that's a product that can be put into this box is acceptable. So if you think about it, I know we've been talking soap, candles, bathroom, hygiene items.
Make
Anything.
a speaker.
Anything.
Make a battery.
Make a toothbrush. Make
a
a
toothbrush.
make a
watch.
coffee cup.
Yeah.
Make a shoestring.
Yeah.
Make something.
Something.
Make something, and we'll put it in the box.
Yes. Somebody will want it, enjoy it. and
People
love
buy it.
Yeah.
Yes.
People buy everything. We buy everything. We never ask where it came from.
Yeah.
Everybody, go in your house right now. I guarantee you have a junk drawer. Everybody has a junk drawer.
I got a couple.
Exactly.
It has few.
Like 3 or 4.
They all have junk and everything, so why not buy some spices or an air freshener?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anything really.
We don't want to limit ourselves, because that's how you get from Kodak to taking pictures to I'm selling you pills now, because they just like, we just gonna do it.
Yeah.
We're not thinking about we're not stuck here.
We're not.
We can do anything. You just have to make enough money and make enough money. You have to make enough money. You have to make enough money.
And then you can put yourself in any situation.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Period.
facts. That is facts.
So when is the September box? gonna be ready?
So right now we're in contact with our vendors, just finalizing everything. We're planning to have all products in hand by the 20th. Pre-orders going out that week. So we want to, if you're on our email list, you'll probably know before people that aren't on our email list when it's available, so you can get your pre-order in, because there's a lot of people last time that was asleep and didn't get a box and they wanted one. So if you want to get on our pre-order list, or excuse me, our VIP email list, also follow us on Instagram, send us a DM. We'll get you on there. We shoot out emails every Wednesday. What's today? Tuesday. Email coming out tomorrow. So you're getting kind of insight updates before, stuff that we wouldn't maybe put on our social media. It'll be sent out to you guys weekly. So that'd be a good way to just stay in touch with us. Keep your eye on us, and if you want a box, it's probably the smartest way to get one, because they go fast. Not to brag, not to toot, but it's a good idea, and people want to support each other. That's the big thing right now, is support black business. And this is the answer to how. Because how many Facebook posts have you seen? Somebody tag a black-owned business.
No, I see all the time. Somebody tag a black-owned goddamn rug cleaner or whoever. You know what I'm saying? I see people all the time.
But we like that. Tag a black-owned rug cleaner is specific. You're gonna go get somebody to clean your rug that's black.
Yeah.
I see people just saying, "What are some good black-owned businesses to support?" Period. That you're not gonna do nothing with that. People, even if people tag you or something, you're gonna look at the comments, feel good because
you get tagged.
You the businesses are there. You're gonna feel good. But are you gonna click on every one of those links?
Nah.
No, you're not. Period. You're not. So how many sales come from I want to support black business, which is true. We want to, but how many
actual sales
dollars do we send to ourselves after we say that?
I mean, I would say not many.
If that was efficient, black businesses would be mentioning people and having them do this so that their sales would be through the roof. But that's not the case. So
I mean, you'll see it on. I've seen Facebook. No, but I've seen a couple times, not a lot, but there's been a few times where somebody make a thread on Twitter and they'll be like, "Hey, make a thread of black-owned cooks or whatever," and people have gotten clients from or whatever, or just just based off the thread. Somebody, "Oh, I like our painters or artists or whatever." Somebody who draws or whatever, makes painting. I've seen people blow up or have increase their clientele just off. They posted some pictures in a thread and people are like, "Oh shit, I like this. Like, who is this guy?" So I mean, it does work sometimes, but definitely it's a very, I guess, broad thing. Just post, "Hey, who tag some black-owned businesses," and you tag them and you get like 75 black-owned businesses tagged. If I see that, I'm like, all right, I see a lot of people tagged. I'll click on maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, you know, so you're looking at the first one, you're gonna scroll.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot.
Let me hit the grocery store real quick and get what I was gonna buy anyways.
Exactly. No, but that's it's actually like a great idea, mainly just because, like I said, a lot of people are bad at selling their product. Like, it's hard to market and make the product. You know what I'm saying? I feel like with you all aren't necessarily making the product, but you're marketing. And so
taking that burden from
so it's like it's a burden from y'all as far as making the product, and it's a burden for them as far as marketing the product, and then it's like it's just working together. You know what I'm saying? And even if they like, they can become, the vendors can be regular vendors, so they can use you all for as long as they want.
If anybody wanted to make like some fall themed things and put it in a box, that'd be perfect. Halloween, perfect. Christmas,
Christmas is gonna be a doozy.
Thanksgiving.
Now I know right now you all are focused on using multiple vendors for like a box. If a vendor wanted to just have their own box, would you all do that, or would it just be strictly multiple vendors in a box, or like if somebody came and said, look,
It's a fire question, Drizzle.
It's a fire question.
First time we got asked that
That's a
one.
fire question.
I mean-
I remember that was said too. That was such a good question.
Yeah, it's a fire question.
Mhm.
Hey, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. If anybody wants
Yeah.
their own black business box, send us an email. Y'all got the email. Y'all know we out on Instagram. But
That'd be cool and interesting to do. A project. That'd be an interesting project.
yeah, not that that'd be good. Like if somebody is coming out with something, they're like, I don't know how to sell all this shit, but I have quality products. You know what I'm saying? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Like I can use them to make my sample boxes, and they'll sell it for me.
exactly. And then I mean, just work. I think the best real, me personally, the best thing that makes me buy stuff. One is I might buy something on the gram if I'm scrolling. I'm like, oh, that's fire. Send the group message. Boys like, that's fire. I might cop it.
Yeah.
But really, if somebody's like, yo, you gotta watch this TV show. You gotta listen to this song.
Yeah.
You gotta, bro, have you used this toothpaste? Feel my arm, bro. You feel how smooth my skin is right now. I got this new lotion. I'm like, right, that's fire. And
Word
that's
of
what's
mouth.
gonna make me, word of mouth is the
Yeah,
thing.
word of
So
mouth.
get it in as many people's hands as you can and let the people determine if it's fire. And if it's not fire, make something else and get it in their hands again. And keep going. Work.
Exactly.
Put time into it. Take it seriously. But like we said, we know it's hard because we got jobs. Got a 9 to 5. It's tough.
It is.
We want you to be able to not have to worry about that and just put all your time into something that's gonna feed you and your family for you can't get fired. Pay yourself.
Pay yourself. Take vacations. when
Hire
you want.
people, build your community. Our goal at the end of this is a city. Like a city. Like we own a city.
Yeah.
Because why? Like we already, through our conversation, you kind of can see like, oh yeah, it's possible if you just get the money and you
Yeah.
start putting people in position. You have power, you have leverage, you have resources.
Why not?
Not hard
The
to do.
first Black Wall Street got burned down and bombed. What they gonna do? Crash the internet?
Maybe. I don't know.
If they do that, then it's up. You feel me? It's up.
I wouldn't put it past
We
them.
going
I
on
don't
the
know
dark
what to do
web.
with it.
Black business boxes on the dark web. If they,
That's fine.
Hey,
Yeah.
buy with Bitcoin.
yeah, you feel me? Nah, we make our own crypto.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the thing. We not. This is too important. We not.
Yeah.
ain't nothing gonna stop this.
blockchain,
Yeah.
and yeah. Like that's the. Because if this. Not if. When this gets to where it needs to be, things like that are going to come into play. Like, yeah, we're going to shut down your website. Yeah, we're going to change the amount of dollar. But, I mean, if we have our own blockchain, then
Yeah.
what do you do then?
Because I don't. This has been done, tried, attempted, as. You feel me?
Yeah.
They get you out of there for this.
Yeah.
Because this plays into. It's bigger than race. It's not race. It's not about black or white.
It's class.
That's just what they put on us to make us fight each other. But it's really just, I got all of everything. You have nothing.
Have and have not.
Period.
Literally have and have not. That's what
Yeah.
it comes down to.
So,
Money.
white people, Spanish people, Asian people, Americans. American. If you're American, you should support Black business boxes, period. Because it's supporting small business, supporting communities. It's not asking for a handout. It's not asking for a government handout. It's not, we're poor, please help us. It's nothing. It's, we're grabbing ourselves by our bootstraps. Ain't that what you like to say? We picking ourselves up by the bootstraps and going. Is you rocking or not?
Hey, I like it. I like it a lot. And I definitely like the box idea, for sure. If I had a product, I'd definitely.
Not if,
If
don't
if
if
I
it, man.
if I had a
Don't
if I had
if
a
it.
product, I mean, which if I had a product that if I felt like was ready right now, so I wouldn't disrespect the service by not having a product that's not ready right now. So, but when I do get a product that's ready,
Yeah, that's what I like.
I'll definitely be tapping in for sure.
For sure.
But,
For sure.
But yeah, no, I like what y'all got going on, man. I think it is a definitely needed in all aspects. Just the idea, the direction, the mentality, the service, everything about it is needed. It's a great idea. But shit, y'all got any shout outs?
I just want y'all to follow us. Shout out to y'all first off.
Yes.
Everybody that bought a box, followed us, watches this YouTube
Drizzle.
channel.
Definitely.
Shout out to Drizzle.
You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Drizzle, man.
Big shout out to
Having us
Big
here.
Driz.
Having us here.
Appreciate
We appreciate that. We just started. Like I'm 24. He's 24. I never ran a business before. I didn't go to school for business. I didn't go to school for economics. I didn't go to school for I didn't nothing.
Data, analytics.
Nathan.
Nothing. None of it.
I went to school to learn I'm journalism. That's what I
Communication,
went to school. Yeah.
and I did film stuff. So I love this. Like
Yeah.
this is more me than anything that I'm doing right now. And
Yeah.
I've been learning along the way.
We don't know what we're doing, but we do. 'Cause we're
Yeah.
figuring it
Yeah,
out.
you
Like
figure
we
it
don't
out.
want people to think, oh, they stupid, we're not gonna support them. No. It's just wake up, figure out what you need to do, and then figure out what you gotta do to do what you gotta do. Period. And that's like, we don't know. But then kinda when we took that leap, it's like everything started just falling in our lap. And it was like one foot after the other every day. Just boom, 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 and now we here. So thank you. Shout out to Drizzle. Shout out to everybody that got a box. Shout out to everybody that follows on Instagram. Shout out to everybody that shared our post, that talks about us, that's watching us right now.
Showing love.
That hates us, that doesn't want to support us. Shout out to everybody because we
Haters,
love y'all.
lovers, we
It's
love y'all.
okay. Follow us on Instagram at Black Business Boxes. If you are a vendor, if you want to get your product in the box, shoot us the email info@blackbusinessboxes.com.
Keep taking the survey so
Yeah.
we can know what we want in the box. You know what I'm saying? Gotta hear from y'all.
We have a pre-client survey, so we're trying to get your information, what you want to see, what are some black-owned businesses that you already support, if any, or you're just looking to start right now. Drop those so we can get in contact with them, see if they'd be interested in getting in the box. But really, as much as this is me and Robbie doing this is community. We need everybody to help us do this, because it takes more than just two people, and we're trying to build a black economy here. So shout out to you. Thank you for having us. And
Big thank you.
Alright, shit. Hey, it's been another dope episode of Opinionated Facts.
Kitchen pots,
We're out.
I got bands, can't bend this night. Wish a nigga had smoke with me. Pop out pussy, I'm on the scene. Guys out, nigga, they throwing shit. But I'm big blood, bitch, crack this shit. Get big acid, vacuum seal. I can't stand these niggas, Tim. These little niggas ain't knowing shit. They big pop, these niggas be wellin'. Pick up my pocket, this shit keep swellin'. So that apartment, that pack, I just smelled it. I know you smell it. I got fish scale. My bitch, she got pink nails. I'm gon' fuck her on the sink. My OG say give 'em hell. Seen that Glocky tuck this tail. It can't stop too